This PackPro video will be covering career fair success. Some of our learning outcomes include learn how to research organizations and jobs, understand career fair attire, learn what to bring to a career fair, plan and prepare for conversation and follow-up. First section includes researching and reflecting. All NCSU career fairs will be on ePack for you to view and Career Fair Plus. We'll cover that more in another slide, but Career Fair Plus will include information like who is going and what the layout of the room will look like. When you're researching, you also want to reflect on your goals. What would you like to get out of the career fair? Would you like to network? Would you like to get more information about jobs? Would you like specific contacts with other students of interest as well as employers? You need to research the attending companies. You can research the attending companies using LinkedIn, Glassdoor, their website, ePack, Career Fair Plus, news sources, or even going global to understand their positions, their values, and what they work on. Some of the questions you might ask yourself when you're doing this research and reflection is if their product or service interests you, where are they located, what skills do you have that meet their goals, what role would you be interested in serving, and why does this organization interest you? All this information will be helpful for you to feel more confident when you go to talk to employers and to show that you have done your due diligence and are interested about their specific company. Here's some more research tips. On Career Fair Plus, there will be a list of what employers will be there. You can look through the list and assign each company a letter grade. A would be your dream company or your top choices, the people you definitely want to resource with. B, it's almost exactly what you're looking for. Maybe one or two things are off, but you definitely want to go network with them. C, worth talking to, but not a priority. D, only visit their table if you have extra time. You can create a cheat sheet where you have the companies that you've ranked on a post-it note or even just a piece of paper that you bring with you. That way you can practice meeting with 2 or 3 B's or C companies first. If you practice meeting with a B or C tier company first, you can get more confident in your elevator pitch, get more confident in discussions around areas of interest, questions, open positions. You can use the material that you've prepped ahead of time. When you go to talk to your A companies, it's smooth sailing. Other things that you can include on your cheat sheet would be the products that they create, the values of their company, any open positions that they're currently hiring for, questions that you have for the employers, and again, areas of interest. So what do you wear to a career fair? It is standard to wear business professional clothing. We have professional clothing for free for NC State students in our professional clothing closet. You can also bring a resume and portfolio copy. So you're looking the part, you definitely want to be prepared and have materials. Anywhere from 6 to 15 copies is recommended. It's always better to have extra. One thing that you do not want to do is bring a large bag. We have a bag drop outside where you could put backpacks or other items, but typically you want to bring in your resume, maybe your phone and a water bottle, but that's about it. To expand on what to wear for business attire, you can wear button-ups, blouses, blazers, slacks, dress pants, appropriate length skirts and dresses. Nice jeans, we would say avoid them generally. Heels, flats, dress shoes, and neckties. Do not wear sweatshirts, hoodies, tank tops, crop tops, t-shirts with words, athletic shorts, flip-flops, gym shoes. Anything casual, including jeans, we would not recommend you wearing. So during the career fair, you look the part, you feel the part, you've done your research. Now you are entering the building. So again, bring those extra resumes. If you have the time and you find employers that you want to talk to, you want to be able to have materials to provide them. Have a notepad or pen available for taking quick notes. You don't want to use your cell phone. It can be distracting and it doesn't seem as engaging. This is also where you can include information in your cheat sheet. Arrive early to ensure you have time to speak with everyone on your list. It's much better to have time than to feel pressure and rushed. And as there are more students at the career fair, there's probably going to be some demand depending on the employers that you want to talk to. Arriving early ensures that you get to talk to everybody you want to. And while you're talking to them, you can request a form of connection as a follow-up. They'll typically have business cards or some other information to hand out to students. The biggest thing to keep in mind when you're prepping for the conversation itself is your elevator pitch. This is a 1-minute introduction to introduce yourself, including your major, year, skills, experience, and career interests. This needs to align what you've crafted as far as your resume, but also what the employer is seeking. The biggest thing is to be authentic and be confident. Show the organization that you can help them. We do have a PackPros video specifically going into the elevator pitch, but for the sake of this presentation, I figured it'd be important to mention that it is going to be a part of your conversation. So here are do's and don'ts. Hand employers your resume. Be professional, be polite to employers and other attendees, and eat before and stay hydrated, especially if you're going to be there for a significant amount of time. Do not only walk around with your friends. It can be a little bit intimidating at first, but that makes it hard for employers to feel engaged with you. Do not wear uncomfortable shoes. You're going to be walking around for a bit and standing. You want to make sure that you are comfortable and have your best foot forward. Don't appear bored or unhappy to speak with employers. Nonverbals go a really long way. Make sure that you are engaged and showing the employer that you care about this conversation. After the career fair, you've spoken to some employers. Now send out a brief thank you email to each employer that you met with. Use the business cards that they gave to you and reach back out, typically within a 24 to 48 hour time frame. You can follow the company and connect with individuals you interacted with on LinkedIn. Here's an example of a follow-up email. Here are some resources that the Career Development Center has for you to be prepared. A lot of what we're talking about in these PackPro videos can also be found in the career guide that you can read to feel more confident. We have career counselors. You can make appointments with them on ePack. Drop in counseling hours. If you can't make one-on-one appointments, but you're stopping by, that's also an option. Career Fair Plus. This is the app where you get employer listings, interactive floor plans, event details, and announcements. I would highly recommend downloading this before going to the career fair and looking through it to make sure that you're getting all the information. There's a list of career fairs on ePack that can be relevant specific to your major or your department. And we also have the clothing closet for free professional clothes to make sure that you feel and look the part. In summary, be a person and not a paper. Use research to your advantage and come feeling prepared to network. Look and feel the part by utilizing the resources we have available to students. You can do this.